was like just the limpest.
That's what
Fist bump ever.
Hope there are some naffers in the chat. I'm sure there will be. We are going to get into the game, ladies and gentlemen. It will be Faze on the CT side, Liquid on the T side, and they have a lot of utility on that Liquid team, Samla.
Oh yeah. And,
they're ready.
They're ready for it. Are they rinsing, repeating? Is it going to be the B-side execute again? We have 3 guys with utility again here.
It could be if they're allowed. Ooh, that's the kind of shot you would love to hit. And once one of them goes down, it's like dominoes. They just fall in the middle, one by one. Strong shot out of Rain. Now, I mean, you could use the utility to push him back, which you would do in a normal round, but in a pistol round, you probably don't want to do that because you want the utility for the bomb site. So Rain is getting more free shots, and if they keep this up, he can take every single one of them down. He is just that good with pistols now. He's going to be falling back. Every time he takes a shot, he's back to the next corner. Now, eventually, they're going to go for the execute, but he's already done a lot of damage, and it's going to be a 3-on-3 if nothing else. He's going to be flashed through, lining him up. Oh! But he can't get more than dud. It could have been a big shutdown. He could have killed at least 2 then. Now they're gonna pack it up. They know that someone would have flashed Rain in, so that's already a good start. And then, you know, they could guess that the rotation is there. So they're actually gonna get there pretty quick. And Olofmeister, well, he came out a superstar on Nuke. Kitty saved them here, 40 seconds. He's inside of the site with the USP. They're going to be jumping up right in front. They're running in here. They have easy shot for Olof. Can he get the last headshot? He's nearly out of bullets. He had 1 left. But he's going to go down eventually. And now Grim, can he find it here with the Glock? He's going to have time to reload. 25 seconds. And on top, he gets the kill. 3 health left. And it's Liquid to pick up the pistol.
Get out of here.
Man, what a mad round.
So much here. Okay, well, already it's really funny that Rain gets the kill on Stewie and Elige. Both of these one-taps, they're on guys who don't have utility. So each time Liquid, you know, it's like they still have the 3 guys alive with all the grenades. They execute onto B, and then they get cold feet. I mean, sure, it's a 2-on-2, so they're clearly thinking it's like a 2-on-2. If both players are here, one of us has to plant the bomb, and then it's a 2v1, and that favors Faze in that situation. And so they're thinking, okay, we'll get over to A. But I mean, the fact that Grim manages to pull off that clutch at that point is just insanely fortunate. Feels like that really should have been a Faze round.
Yeah, possibly, but hold on. Rain at it again. This time upgraded the firepower just a little bit. Is there going to be a flash yet? But he turns. Could have easily taken down Stewie. So 4-on-4. I think the reason they fell back, I mean, partly again because they knew that someone was already out there throwing flashbangs for Rain, but I think the other reason is that execute with the Molotovs, it's powerful if you get banana control for free and they're set up where the Molotovs are landing, because then you're throwing Molotovs on them and you're running into the B bomb site and, you know, they have to run away from the Molotovs and you're shooting them as they're running out. But they knew for sure that wasn't going to happen because they already, like, there was not going to be anyone on the site. Rain was already on that one. Like, they knew kind of where he was at that point in time. So I think they probably also felt like, these Molotovs aren't really doing much. So probably just at that point in time saying, you know, get back. But I agree, like, that they should have definitely lost that round, it looked like. Now they're going to find an empty bomb site. Twist is sort of in the area, more or less. But yeah, they should be able to get a pretty clean bomb plant here. And the Deagle and armor here, yeah. I don't know, you can set up for some kills, but unless you get them really quickly, it's not worth it.
Yep, this is them kind of just gambling their face. Twist putting himself in a position to back off and save as well. So they'll hold on to this, the Kevlar Deagle going into the next round. And I'm perfectly fine with this from FaZe Clan. This is really just trying to stretch. And you want to play the risk. If they decide to go B, you have 3 Deagles and Kevlar there and a UMP. And now you do get a nice little exit kill on Stewie. He was already low.
Yeah,
and
you can go
Team
pick
Liquid
that up.
now. How are Team Liquid going to get out of here? Because Olaf could actually put himself in a position to be really annoying. They don't have any HEs though, sadly, so they can't pull a Doja.
No, can't plant that in the corner. So, but yeah, they're going to be. I mean, they're going to be pretty happy with this round. I think FaZe is not so bad, right? Yeah. They get a couple of kills. I don't know if Brokey did he run? Did he pick anything up there? I felt like there was an opportunity. Maybe not. So, yeah, second round in favor of Liquid. Third round going to be coming up, and we'll see if these Deagles that are carried over from the previous round are going to be having some sort of an impact here. But, I mean, again, I don't really mind the attempted B stack because, you know, you might as well try it. It's
Yeah.
a bit of a shame that they didn't know what was happening over at top mid at all, but whatever.
This is where it gets into like that kind of CS jujitsu, where it's just like you do this, so I do this, so you do this, so I do this, right? And it just goes back and forth and back and forth. And that is one of the next steps where it's like, okay, you got mid, you're looking at A, cool, we'll put guys over here. If you come here, great. If not, it's fine as well. So trying to think ahead here, FaZe trying to set themselves up for victory. One big thing, well, Rain has got the flash set up for his teammates now. Olofmeister, as soon as they push in here, Olofmeister, he's going to be calling for that flash from Rain.
Good smoke to block that off. Now, there's the flash, and I mean, it works both ways, right?
Yeah.
It's either a flash for him to escape or to get a kill, depending on what's on the other side. So that's kind of no problem. Now, I mean, it does force utility, and they really have none. They have a smoke left on Rain, so only if Liquid, I don't know, their watches break and they don't know how much time is left, and they just, you know, suddenly it's down to 10 seconds, then that smoke's going to be huge. But otherwise, I think it's going to be fine.
Oh, he uses it now. Dude, this is brutal. They have so much utility, though, Liquid. They really shouldn't be worried.
No.
They have so much utility. A single smoke, it gets dropped at 50. By the time this wears off, you're going to have plenty of time for your full execute, but Twist is rotating over towards B now.
Oh, Rain, one more kill, a triple, all of them headshots. At the edge, normally those smokes are meant to buy time. This one bought headshots, and I don't even know what you do. You just got to be shaking your head thinking, why on earth is he doing this? Even getting the assist on that one on Stewie, and Naf can't do anything from this position. Shot at the back, and FaZe will win the third round. This guy.
Right here.
Boom.
Get out of here.
Now, oh man, it's...
Oh, this is savage.
If I was going to be really critical, the only thing you could maybe say is that smoke is really far forward compared to what they normally are in the B site. So, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
the heat of the moment, but in that moment, you could have thought maybe some of Liquid would have said, hold on, why is that so far up, you know?
Sense of disturbance in the force.
Yeah, but how? I mean, it's so much easier when you're watching it from this point of view, right? If you're in the server, it's always more tricky.
What's
One of these days when I stream some Counter-Strike myself, you'll see just how how far removed, you know, this kind of analysis is from what's going on.
What's amazing right now is Rain's performance. He is just utterly dominating. He might single-handedly just scare them away from going B. You know, if he's just hitting shot after shot after shot, I mean, at some point you're just gonna be like, okay, I'm done with this. Let's go, hey guys, forget this guy.
That is crazy. What a round.
Well, time to group up and time to swarm. Let's see. Now Liquid are going to go for the explosive maneuver here onto the B side. Olofmeister and Rain are in position.
Yeah, and we'll see UMP. He's going to get blocked off. They don't really want to fight early on. Rain does go down. That's a very important kill. It allows for the bomb plant, and actually, it looked like Stu wanted to come through the smoke. Kind of wish he would have. That would have been fun. But yeah, it allows for a bomb plant. It gets them in a 4 and 5. Some flashes coming in, and Cold, that is a great little double kill that he picks up there in yellow. So now it's a 3 on 4. Elige will get the punish, and he gets a headshot on Twist. And he really was the main engine for Liquid on Nuke, and he seems to be going at it still here. Deagle not quite doing work, and a jump around the corner for Olofmeister, taking down Grim. And now they're tapping the bomb here. They do have a kit on Olof, and he's not quite there yet, but with a shot from Brokey, he's going to get the defuse, and the retake will be successful for FaZe, in spite of, I don't know, what looked like not that great of a start. I thought that double kill for Elige would have done it.
I thought so too. But then I just love the decisive finality to that retake there with Olofmeister and Brokey working together. Brokey just coming over like, cease your noise making, Elige.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Cut it out. It's kind of shocking. There's no bullets hitting him here, and there's one when he jumps. Wow.
That is so brutal. So brutal. And yeah, the frustration is going to mount on Liquid right now. I mean, they keep getting... That was as good as it gets, right, Anders? They had the man advantage. They got onto the bomb site. Everybody post-plant. I mean, that's as good as it gets. And they still don't get the round. FaZe are still able to pull this off. And it feels like this has just been the story of Liquid. All of Nuke, they're way in the lead in terms of opening kills, meaning they have man advantages in so many rounds, and they're still not able to close rounds out. So the main thing here right now, it's like Liquid are their own worst enemy. They're in their heads, and there is some mental block that is preventing them from making the decisive plays to end these rounds in their favor.
Yeah, and that obviously creates way more frustration, right? Even though the outcome could be the same, it's a little bit tougher losing rounds where you start with a lead than it is if you try and fight your way back in a round that started badly and you almost do it, but you still lose the round, you know? Like, both are losses, but one of them is definitely going to, you know, grind down the team a bit more. Twist is actually potentially in a very dangerous position here. Now, he's going to get the shutdown, so I've lied again. It's not dangerous at all. He's just taking care of it. Great quad kill on him. But I was going to say, you know, if he turns his back as they come through the smoke, because he was looking down towards Boiler there.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought maybe that could, you know, spiral out of control. But 3-2 in favor of FaZe. They win 3 in a row here. So yeah, all things are looking pretty good right now. Their economy is not really booming at the moment.
No, but just like that, Twist is on the board. He had 0 kills up until that point. Then a nice little quad puts him up there with Olaf. Olaf has been doing hard work. Twist just got the farm eco frags. Must be nice.
Take him where you can.
Take it where you can.
Oh, speaking of Olaf and hard work, he just burned down to 34. So that is it's not that great. Almost, well, Roki's on the other side with the ult. Just gonna say, otherwise they could swap weapons, you know? Get Olaf on the ult instead, but
I mean, Liquid just need to get their stuff together, and it needs to happen fast. And I'm just thinking about this for the sake of the chickens, Anders, because Grim has killed 3 chickens already this half. That's
quick.
I mean, there's been 5 rounds and he's already killed 3 chickens.
Yeah, so, I mean, that could be a record on its own. I don't know if we have medals for that kind of thing, but
We should give it a
maybe we could.
little participation sticker.
Look at Elise position, and they've been clearing out top mid, so FaZe are actually kind of retaking top mid at the moment, which is really cool. They almost get blocked there. That's not good. Olaf Meister alone out here, which is a little bit surprising given his health, but maybe that also just speaks to the level of trust that they have in him. He's going to start to fall back. Liquid need to remember the bomb. Just one person needs to remember, not even the whole team. But it's 37 seconds. Oh no, Sandra. Oh no.
What's going on here, Anders?
Oh, this is making me really uncomfortable. It gets picked up at T-spawn basically at around 28 seconds, and now they're going to try and run, but they can't. They don't have a lot of space left here. They need to go and win, and Olaf Meister's flanking them. They know everything right now, FaZe. Liquid are walking into a huge trap, and the entire rotation is coming. Roki with 1 good shot, 12 seconds on the clock, and Twist with a double, and they just get wiped out, and that is not a good sign.
Dude, and well, I mean, it's not a good sign, A, because Liquid just get annihilated, but also they get done in dry. FaZe have no nades left at this point, which is unreal. Their utility is completely spent. 1 grenade here for Liquid would spell disaster, and they didn't even need that help to get pushed over the edge. FaZe are just able to get it done straight up crossfire. So yeah. Twist just locking down that pit on a site, and that's him and Brokey working together. If they can get a good communication, I mean, a good line of teamwork going between the two of them, they could be a real threat here.
The fact that Liquid even got into this position where, you know, it's not like they were being massively pressured by FaZe across the map, right? This wasn't some round where FaZe were taking fights all over the place, and that you know, bought a lot of time off of the clock, you know, for Liquid. It's just, they were just hoping for a kill, you know, up and apps. Like this time, they were just sort of hanging out, and I think they just almost looked like they lost track of time a little bit there. And here's the other thing, though. I mean, there was already a pretty good stack going on at the A-bomb site when they were trying to attack that.
Sure.
But because Olaf is flanking that quickly, it's not that he runs back and shoots the entire team in the back, but when he is at bottom of Banana and actually looking into mid on that T side, he can call it out and say, they're definitely not coming B, guys. And then those people on the A-bomb side mentally, like, you're just focused in a different way when someone's just told you, yeah, they're going to turn the corner in, like, you know, like 3 - T seconds. Like, just you are so aware of what's happening, right? So that's in itself pretty helpful. A little bit of a return, but ultimately it is too late here. Elise actually will get 1 more, but no bomb plant, and it's going to be 5 in a row for FaZe catching fire as we go into the 8th round.
I mean, right now, Liquid are just asking, like, just wondering, like, how did Boomich make it look so easy? Like, Rain is just brutalizing these guys. 10 kills for Rain, 2 assists already on this in this first half. We're only 7 rounds in going into the 8th round. This guy is just murking them.
And Fallen, although very cool on Nuke, is currently at 0-0 and 6.
Yeah, so he's really struggling.
He's gone missing just a bit.
Him and Naf both, to be fair. Naf has got 2 kills, but both of them got 20 average damage per round. They're not really bringing much to the table right now for Liquid. It is the true struggle here for Liquid. 157 average damage per round for Rain. Yeah. And Stewie has already gotten beaten up at the very beginning. The nade damage. Oh, he nearly goes down. So close.
The life of anyone playing Banana. You just know it can happen. Oh, well, hold on. Fallen says, you take that gun. I'll get the AK instead.
Well, last time he had the op on Nuke, he got 2 kills and retook the bomb site. So maybe we just need to give young Stu that AWP, let him go to work.
That would be cool. That would be exactly what they need right now. Okay, so they got top Banana. Now they're taking top mid. And these are all the basic steps in playing the T side. You just want the control. I mean, you want kills as well. Oh, but it is not going to happen. Brokey. And then Twist on the follow-up. And the bomb as well. Oh, no. In a round where, again, you know, you could finally put together like a real buy here. You're hoping to do some damage. The Faze economy is going to get out of control. Flashed in. Brokey, 3rd kill of the round for him. He wants more. Even though this is absolutely unnecessary, he is just dominating them. A quad kill. He is so excited. And I can't blame him. 6-2 in favor of Faze. Man. This... Yeah, Flash, he hears it. He's like... Get out.
Man. This is just painful.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, again, like, this is the early basic type setup for the T side, right? Get Banana, get top Banana, get top mid. You don't, again, kills is not really, I mean, it's a nice luxury if you get one, but you just want to deny them that information, and then you can do a bunch of fun things. But not if you just get wiped.
And not if you get given your secret agent license. Fallen 007. The new James Bond on the server.
Well, it's a license to kill, right? So maybe that's why he's been waiting for it.
He's been waiting for it, and now he's going to pop off.
Now
okay. Yeah, Rain was quiet at the beginning of Nuke, and then he came alive and just started dominating for Faze in that second half going into overtime. So, you know, maybe we're going to have a slow start here for Fallen. You certainly have to hope so, because otherwise I don't really know what Liquid are going to do. They can't exactly play this 3v5. Although nobody on Liquid is really hitting shots right now.
No, they're not. And you know what's... I think it's really concerning. They won, obviously, the pistol in the second round. But losing in double OT, we talked about that, right? How stressful that can be, how much that can take out of the team's energy. But you think that winning the pistol on the second, you know, on the second map, which is also your map pick, should, you know, get something fired up. But it feels like they are already in a little bit of trouble. Now, this I like, though. Yeah, Stewie, he's just trying to keep people occupied here. But this is the kind of thing that they tried to do last time, you know, get that top mid control and force Faze back onto the map. It's left Rain alone and B. This is pretty much textbook for how you want the strat to play out. You still need to beat Rain, which is proven almost impossible, but, you know, you've done the basics. It's Olaf Meister and then Rain on the crossfire, and I think the window for this was pretty much getting like a straight headshot on Rain as they came in. Now he's bought some time. More backup is showing there. Actually, a nice run and gun FNAF on the Tech 9, so maybe a chance. 3-on-3. Stewie, though, it's really far away, so it's more like an isolated 2-on-3 over at the B side here, at least for a while. And they don't have anything to block off anyone with, so they're going to go for the bomb plant, but even that actually wasn't that easy.
And do we get a smoke to block off Banana here? Nice dancing hold on Anaf. Finding a Liege, and now you kind of realize Stu is going to be around here, gives himself away with that shot, and this is going to do it. So Faze setting themselves up for 7 rounds through the smoke. Twist going to take down his old in-game leader.
I'd love to see the nades on Cold back there, because I think they double naded him. So yeah, there's one, and there's one coming in. You see it simultaneously. Oh, that one actually landed on the other side. So, okay. But still, you love the coordination, right?
Yeah. Like, I mean, you have the utility to realize, hey, we have some nades. Let's use those before just running in blind.
Yeah.
Very cool. I mean, that speaks to confidence on FaZe's side right now. They're not the team that are struggling right now, Anders. I mean, clearly they're feeling so much better about their B defense. Rain and Olafmeister don't look like anything what we saw against Na'Vi. Na'Vi were just running over them on that B site. Here, it's clear that they've made the adjustments necessary to prove to be a real bulwark to the Liquid offense.
Grim, that is
nicely done, though.
Incredible fight. Really good job. 3 people were there early on for Faze, but I think they didn't really sense what was coming. So that last round, though, I mean, like that. Just if you had to give some props to Liquid, right? That is one of they did sort of the basics of it. They didn't have that great weaponry, and they managed to manipulate the defense the way that they wanted. So you know, I think if they'd had more smokes and everything else, like they could have held that after plant in a different way. So I still think that's like. It's a good start, and they're doing something similar here, although Faze are actually trying to retake apps, and Cold is at least going to trade the kill there on Twist, so I still kind of do like it. Now, the bomb is going to be picked up. It's a 2-on-4 that, I mean, Liquid They can't lose this, can they, Semler? They can't.
It's broken.
I'm going to call it now. They can't.
Broke you with an op.
They should never lose this. He's going to get one of the kills. They are lining up for a little bit more, although he's not much place to stand on. He's still going to get a double kill. And that puts it into a 1-on-2. I can't even hardly speak. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, yeah. He slows down because if you were a top banana, you could hear him running. And so coldzera now has to walk his way in here, and this is not going to be easy.
No. He's set up and hoping for someone to take a step too wide. But, yeah, Molotov to even buy more time, and now you're starting to doubt whether or not this is worth it. Even though they have a lot of money on that Faze, a hell of a lot of it, you still might not just want to, you know, throw your life away for no reason here.
It'd be nice to hold on to that AK.
Yeah, or get some good exits. None of that is going to happen. Fallen with the second kill of the map for him, so something is working. But, yeah, I mean, very, very late signs of life here for Liquid. Losing 7 rounds in a row, they decide to come back and do some work. And Grim, I mean, that is the opening, but this is still... It's like we're talking about on Nuke, isn't it? 2-on-4, and it's not easy. It's just never easy.
No. But this... No, you're absolutely right. But this is the third time that they've managed to get an opening kill here, Liquid, and you got to really just pat yourself on the back at this point. Because, right, you got the opening kill, and you secured the round. That's how it's supposed to go. You're supposed to convert the man advantage, Liquid, not lose it, like we've been seeing so far on this series. Whereas, I mean, Faze, it's been nothing but man advantage for them so far. So now we're going to have a little bit more of a...
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, situation where it calms down, multi-nade into banana, but it sails over.
Goes all the way back to the tree. They actually had 4 people in B early on. I'm shocked that Stewie hasn't been exploded in one way or another. So the fact that he only taken 25 damage is kind of incredible. And that does make it enough for a one-shot headshot for Brain. So there could be that going on. It is going to be Stewie going down right away. And they're going to push him behind. The pressure is on. But yeah, just not flashed, not enough. I mean, the spacing there is so far between them that Rain could just reset everything. And they're still pressing the issue, but I think they're just walking into a giant trap right now. None of this is looking good right now for Liquid. Fallen's going to get a kill, and they pick up one on Olofmeister. And coldzera might want to wait for his teammates here. This could get a bit risky. He's actually in a dangerous position, but they don't know. They don't even realize Elige incredibly well-timed to get that kill. Otherwise, I think they would have lost the round right then and there. Now, AWP sneaking in. This is so sketchy. I don't know why Elige is picking that into the AWP. Fallen now in a 1 versus 2. He's certainly looking for it. But without a bomb plant, I mean, they don't have to really go yet. He's going to tap it, comes back. Nice flick. And Twist is coming in on the other side. Fallen cannot get it. And a very strange round. I would rather forget that round in a bunch of different ways. Let's not talk about it.
Yeah, okay, we can move on. We can move on to how
the analysts also, if we can ask them to also just forget about this round.
This is where it's like a particularly frustrating round for Liquid, because so far in the tournament, if we look at a tournament whole, they have a 22.6% trade percentage, right? Which means that, and that's actually fairly par for the course for the teams that are sitting at the top of the pack. And so that means that they're doing a good job of getting one guy in there, like Stewie, right, leading the way here, but somebody's right behind him to trade that kill. So Stewie dies, he gives up his life, but he creates the space and he creates the opportunity for his teammates to come in behind him. And so Liquid have been showing that they're good at that they're good at getting those trades. This is just one of those rounds where it kind of fell apart. It slipped through their fingers. They were just a little bit off on that spacing, and well, it's so hard to come back in that situation against Faze.
Yeah, and like, I mean, they try to pop flash Stu into the first fight, and fair play, he dies. Like, you know, that can happen. But it felt like they turned the next corner towards CT spawn before the smoke is even up. So Rain isn't smoked off. He's just like, okay, cool. I guess I'll take that fight. So I don't know. There are a couple of signs I would say right now for Liquid that suggest that this team is feeling pretty uncomfortable. 8-3. I mean, that's one of the big signs that confirms it. Great lead for Faze right now. Naf, strong opening on the one AK that they have. And to be fair, I mean, kind of like what Grim was doing the other round, this should be one of the things that both of these teams should be able to do every once in a while. You know, call upon one of these star players and just get it done. Twist now, he can still win it back. I'm calling it now. Remember what he played like yesterday? Let's see if he's going to be able to do it. Oh, he's backing up a little bit. That is a shame. I wanted to see Twist go for that fight.
But the money, it looks like that bank that they had, that Faze had at the beginning of this half, has kind of dried up. So it's looking like Twist, rather than take that fight 1v5, he was like, you know what?
Listen, Twist of yesterday would have done it.
He would have done it, and he would have
ready.
won.
Yeah.
Anders, he would have crushed them. It would have been the quad spray down as they come out of balcony. Just
all of them.
nukes all of them.
No, I wished it as well. I wanted
Let's
that to
see
happen.
this from Naf.
Good job. Just a
Nice.
good job.
Super clean. And Elige, you're definitely thinking that he's going to die in this situation, but he's got the advantage, actually, with the angle there. So he's going to see a little bit more Brokey than Brokey's going to be able to see of him.
Yeah.
And that's all these pro players need. We're talking about, you know, just a couple of percentage points margin between these guys is enough to make or break it. So now Liquid are going to get that 4th round on the board.
And actually,
yeah, they need him.
they need him, but you know, at the same time, just looking at 8-4, you think actually Liquid can do enough in this first half still that they can have a shot at it. It's maybe not even like the math that concerns me. It's just the mentality behind this. Like, some of these rounds are really not looking good. I hate to say it, we all love Jason, and it's obviously not his fault, but I'm just saying some of these Liquid rounds right now look really fragile, you know, and some of the timing. So it's a bit tough, you know. We'll see. 13th round, nice nade. That is going to do a lot of damage, and the one that followed it up well. Olofmeister, he's getting the message. That's pretty
starting
cool.
to figure out the gaps here. This is where you can start to really put the pressure on Rain and Olofmeister. Once you start figuring out how they're setting up those nade timings in Banana, you start getting that smoke down at the top of the wall to stop Faze from being able to challenge and take Banana themselves, right? And so Faze are going to start hesitating, throwing mollies and stuff into Banana if that smoke keeps going down at the top of the wall, because it makes it so that they can't follow up on any of the damage that they're doing. And so now you see the evolution of the game within the game. Check that box in your bingo. Of Banana with the nades.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Liquid are starting to figure it out.
Oh, it's so close to him being shot in the face right through the smoke. That would have been disgusting. Now, this double setup down in pit is potentially going to be in some trouble, because I think Cold will probably get smoked off over by the library. And the question is, can they hold it? They're going to have to smoke it when the Molotov comes through. You have to assume that'll happen. That's an incredible kill there from Twist before it even gets underway. There's a deep HE, 40 seconds on the clock, and they are going for it. They're not turning around, and they may live, or they may just regret this. Grim and Naf, 2 versus 4 all of a sudden. They keep forcing it. You see Liquid just sort of running their head against the wall here. Grim in a 1 versus 4, and there's really not much he could do. He's going to try and see if he could maybe force him out with the Molotov, but he's going to get smoked off, and he gets taken down. Cold with a nice little double there. But I don't know, like,
Anders,
I've got so many questions.
yeah, this is peak Rat CS. Is what this is. Twist right now. Look at this, because Twist. Okay, so he gets this kill. Fine, fair enough. That was nice, right? But he sees that boost coming, takes down Elige, but then he pushes forward aggressively. Elige sees him get the kill originally from Pit.
Yeah.
And so they're thinking, oh, yeah, cool. We don't have to worry about Pit. Twist is dead. Good. What does that do? Sets it up for Brokey to murk him from the side. Nobody's expecting Brokey to be there in Pit at that point for Liquid, and he just gets to cut them out at the knees.
Yeah, and I'm just...
That's some sick team play coming in from Twist. He's in there thick with the mind games.
They really did that very well. But there's so many things for Liquid that I'm not understanding just in general. Like,
Spitball. We got a timeout. What are you thinking about?
I feel like they could have set up the nades better to try and sort of minimize that type of scenario. Like, it sucks that you get shot in the face right away by Twist. Let's say there's maybe no accounting for that. Although even then, you know, I would, once you're there at that point in the game, you're probably not going to be full. Like, they were committed to the A-bomb side, so I felt like maybe at that point just pop flash it and throw a Molotov in there and at least force them to use the smoke right away. Oh, nice run, Bruce. That's beautiful.
Dude, they have to stop damaging each other. Elige got shanked on Nuke. Now Naf gets shanked. I mean, come on, guys.
At least they're taking turns. All right. Not Olaf. Cold cruising in and stopping the bomb. That's Stewie and Fallen both going down. 5 versus 3, and we're back to, again, running into a lot of resistance here at top mid, trying to just put that pressure on. Can they find him in the corner? They cannot. It's just Cold continuing, and if he had more bullets, that definitely would have been a quad kill. So, yeah, shut down in this round. Going to be a 10th round here for Faze, which, man, it's hard to hold on to that story that they could still make it back. Like, 10-5 has got to be the goal here, and that's still not that great, but it's something.
It's something, but it's right now this is just a painful round to watch from Liquid. So much hesitation.
Yeah, one of a few, I feel like.
It's definitely been. It's not been a fun time. Nuke as well, but this just felt it feels like you needed to just commit. You had to go into the grinder and look for cold, and they just die one after another in, I mean, just a painful fashion. Liquid right now, I'm a little bit concerned, Anders. This is starting to get a bit out of hand here. Faze might just be locking this down. I mean, 15th round now, and it's a force buy for Liquid. They didn't get a bomb plant, so they can't get anything good. Well, I mean, deagles and nades are pretty good, but they don't have any rifles.
No, they're in some trouble, aren't they? I guess that smoke at top mid that was thrown down by Faze side actually did stop Liquid from having anyone to help out the first victim of Cold Zero. So, you know, like that was a handy smoke there. But man,
I mean, 4 kills on Fallen, 3 kills on Grim. Stu sitting at 5. I mean, these guys just aren't hitting shots. And it felt like it was starting to shape up there. Like they were starting to get some momentum going towards the B site.
Yeah.
Starting to figure it out a little bit, that nade game. Now, without that smoke at the top, you know, Rain can just go ahead and he's going to start taking over Banana, start encroaching. And Olafmeister's there to set up the bait now as well. So if they work their way over here, Rain, he's going to be just waiting to just clothesline him.
Yeah, and Cold is holding the arch corner, again, keeping an eye on it. So he doesn't even have to do anything other than be there at the moment. Like, just the little vision, right? That's enough.
And it's worth mentioning, this, if you lose this, you're down in the showdown. You've got Astralis, you got G2, you got Vitality, you got all those guys waiting for you down there. It ain't gonna be pretty.
Oh, but hold on. Grim finding a 4th kill, that is a really good way to get started. Now, the bomb is still down here at the bottom of T, so I'm kind of worried about that because they're winning the fight over at this bomb side, but now they have to run back with 37 seconds. Oh, this could be another heartbreaking round. I can't deal with it. There's the bomb going down. Olaf, double spray, and Twist will take down Naf. They had it lined up. They had the path cleared. They knew what they were doing, and now it is Elige in a 1 versus 3. He's going to get that one kill, turns for it, but Oliver's going to be there to break the whole thing apart, laughing at the end. A triple for him, an 11-4 scoreline in favor of Faze as we go into the second half after the break. We are deep in the second map, just about halfway through, in fact. It's on Inferno between Faze and Team Liquid, and the scoreline is 11-4 in favor of Faze. Now, they did also win Nuke in double overtime, so that means they're about half a map potentially away, maybe even less so, from knocking Liquid down into the showdown, which, you know, that's going to get really rough. And taking them down 2-0. So right now, I don't know what kind of resurgence we're going to need out of Liquid, but it's going to have to be a really powerful one.
Well, we need them to set up the brick wall. That's it. This has to just they have to just completely shut down FaZe Clan. If they let FaZe get any kind of momentum going in the second half, it's going to be so hard for Liquid to hold on. And so Fallen is going to serve as bait here on the B site, going for the Jiggle Peak, just going for information, putting himself at risk.
He's got an HE, so, I mean, potentially, if he gets, like, the right moment, a little bit of damage there. Is that going to set it up? There comes the nade. Right in Rain's face.
Yeah, Rain looking with that P250. And we know how lethal he can be with the pistols.
Oh, yeah. Now, they do have a 3-man setup, so, I mean, like, whether or not you get the kills, again, this is like the coin flip of pistol rounds. There's no way to know, but at least in terms of positions on the CT side, they have the right idea. Grim and Elige are going to be so far away that by the time this is done, they're not going to be anywhere near close enough. And they were checking for that boost. I mean, that's heads-up play. They don't get the kill quite. Back at the bomb site, Stewie. It looked like they were really flashed and fallen. He's going to get a kill through the smoke. So now it's a 4-on-4. And Grim and Elige are starting to make their way over here, but this is looking pretty good for FaZe at the moment.
Fantastic for FaZe, Anders. Absolutely fantastic. They get that read. They completely shut out Stewie. And now it's so hard for Liquid to get at the retake here. They have no nades to help.
Yeah, trying to see if they can get a bit closer. They need a strong opening. Rain is going to get a straight headshot and a follow-up. Good double for him, and Brokey will chime in with a 3rd kill there at the end. He is so hyped up. I love that.
Well,
maybe that's why they're all laughing.
I mean, what better birthday present for Brokey than a spot in the World Finals and a rematch against Na'Vi?
Yeah, absolutely sick, isn't it?
Let's go.
Well, I mean, you know, again, it's... this round doesn't really concern me as much as some of the other Liquid rounds, because again, they had the right setup at the bomb site. You know, if they get one of the entries instead, like it's different. So whatever. That's what pistol rounds are like.
And be sure to go and wish Brokey happy birthday, everybody.
Definitely
Tuning in, send him a nice message. I mean, this is so far going pretty well for him, I'd say. 12-4, 4 rounds away from securing the rematch versus Na'Vi. And Liquid naturally are going to go for the forced round here. I mean, again, it's just like in that last round I just said, where every round matters for Liquid. They need as much margin as possible. You're going to go for the forced round here. And they're getting baited back over towards that B site, falling with the hard rotate over, trying to help out Stewie and Naf.
Yeah, but at least when they're doing this, they're keeping Elige as close to middle as he feels comfortable doing. I mean, it is not a super great amount of information, but it's definitely better than if he had fallen back into the A-bomb side or pit or something like that. So, you know, he's trying his best to keep an eye on this middle portion of the map. He's certainly going to hear them now. And they're going to make a little bit of noise falling back. So even if he hears that, it could even be interesting. Naf and Stewie are alone at B now. But at least they have a smoke. I don't know if he could... If he finds the right timing with the smoke, Stewie, it could actually get real spicy.
Cold? Did he just set the smoke up over there? No, he was just holding.
Yeah, but...
Oh, it was. He did put the smoke over towards library. Okay.
Okay, they're going to go for it. There's the counter smoke coming out, but Faze, surely they're going to go behind this. They're actually holding on. Yeah, there's the flash to come through. 28 seconds. CC does a lot of work, and Naf with a double. And Stewie, of course, the criminal inside of the smoke, escaping right back out. I can't believe that he lives. Brokey and Olofmeister, 2 versus 4 now. But the bomb has gone down, so this round is far from over for Liquid. They still need to do this retake, and they don't have a kit, so it's going to have to be a little bit quick. Brokey going to get dropped by Grim, and Olofmeister now on his own. And he's going to spray, but not quite connect with the Mac 10, so a round out of Liquid. And in large part due to Naf and Stewie and just the timing there. I think even though there was a smoke already, I think just the fact that it slowed down Faze, like they did a double take, you know? They're like, oh, wait, there's a smoke, hold on.
Yep. Still, I mean, look at these. You put the Deagle in the hands of pros, and it just lays waste.
He does actually just dive into the smoke at the end.
I love it, man. The smoke criminal, the return. Let's go. We need another Super Steedum out there. Please come back, Super Steedum. Please. We're waiting for you, dude. But,
time.
I mean, right now, that is so key, and that's after FaZe completely faked Liquid out. Liquid have gained no confidence from this round because they just got completely juked. They took all the bait, hook, line, and sinker towards that A side, rotated, falling over. They were thinking, okay, this is going to be an A hit, and FaZe Clan were nowhere to be found. So FaZe still ahead when it comes to the mind games right now in this matchup. But, you know, Liquid are going to take what they can get, and they win that round. So 5-12 trailing Liquid, and now it's looking like FaZe Clan might go for a bit of a bum rush approach here. With, you know, dude, you got Tech 9s. It's like Tech 9 and Olaf. Actually, I'm surprised.
Apartments explosion for sure. Like that's
Olaf doesn't have a Tech 9 though. He has a Deagle. Cold, give him the Tech 9, please.
They're only gonna get 2 people in apps. That's really disappointing. Got a good 4 up there. But what really matters are the grenades, the flashes to get around the corner, and at least they get the kill on Grim. So that's kind of nice. Elige though, still hiding back here. And playing, you know, back around the angle as good as he can, pretty much. But Brokey still somehow takes him down. And just like that, it's a 2-on-2. It actually looked to me like Liquid were controlling this round a lot more. Fallen is low on health. Stewie is coming in. He does have a Molotov, which, I mean, that could be really important in this kind of an afterplot. Nade, yeah, that does a little bit, but that doesn't... that's not what we're talking about. You need to find a way to create some space and isolate one of these fights so that you don't get caught in the crossfire, because that is what FaZe want to set up right now. And they have the right idea. Molotov, actually, now they're committed. Olaf, he's going to get that shot. And they're just going to get completely shut down. Olaf with the triple, and around that FaZe, I don't think should have been anywhere near winning. But that is kind of the story of this match.
To be fair, Anders, we have to give credit where credit is due. There was a lot of Grim Elige playing balcony yesterday, and Grim in particular playing balcony against MIBR. That is something that FaZe can make adjustments for and say, right, odds are this guy's going to be playing here. And I think in this round, they're sending the 2 up there to trade him off of balcony, and it works perfectly. Grim is there, he gets his first kill, but he's instantly traded, takes him out of the equation, and then you can push onto the A site. So I think this is FaZe kind of, you know, going a little bit off of homework here. You know, because now it's like this is just Team Liquid getting settled on the CT side, and so you're going to try and check for these tendencies that you've been able to pick up yesterday. So I'm really liking this. I'm really liking this from FaZe, man. They're showing some nice adjustments here to punish Liquid, and this is just a living hell for Liquid at this point. This is a nightmare.
Yes,
this is an absolute nightmare.
The top fragger on Liquid is Elige at 13 kills. Bottom fragger on FaZe, well, it's tied between Olaf and Cold at both 14. Just as a measure of, you know, how uneven things have been. But you're right, like every time they get like something that feels like a bit of a start, we're like, oh, we you know, we went around here, that's good. immediately collapsed on, immediately taken back. So it is, yeah, they have won well, apart from in the beginning, where they won 2 consecutive rounds, they've had no consecutive rounds. So they won the pistol in the first half and the second round, and then that's it. The other 3 rounds or 4 rounds they got is just all over the place.
It's so brutal.
That's hard to even believe, isn't it?
Yeah, it's unreal how one-sided this has been.
Wow.
Twists, entry frag.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what he wants. That's what he excels at. Fallen is going to be able to take him out real quick, though, but it's still a 4-on-4, and this still favors Faze Clan.
Yes, it definitely should. Naf, he does a fair bit of damage, but over on the A side, Grim going to get found and Fallen now. Even a scout inside this wall wrapping. They could knife him. Oh, Brokey wanted to. Again, he is the birthday boy. Give him the chance.
Knifing Fallen for your birthday. Dude, I mean, these guys
it's a rare request, but, you know.
They're absolutely loving it right now. Everybody all smiles over on the side of Faze Clan. I mean, it's got to feel like you can do no wrong at this point. If 20 seconds left, you're thinking, oh, well, maybe Liquid can slow him down. No, Faze just proceed to hit every shot, every duel.
Yeah.
And now, well, it's 14-5 and another force buy from Liquid. They're pretty much stuck force buying from here on out, no matter the outcome. Grim narrowly dodging the HE damage there. Nice little punish coming in from Faze, though, with that utility. And, well, does Fallen peek or not? Elise is dead.
As a setup for the Faze story and what is to come, which I guess we all just don't quite know yet, but this is a nice way to build something, isn't it? Now Fallen will get the bomb and twisted in the middle there, so that's a little bit interesting. But they still are lacking the rifles. There's so much time on the clock that, you know, Faze aren't gonna have grenades to keep, you know, the smoke off forever either. Maybe a couple of them rain. There he goes. Trying to steal it away, and he's gonna be able to slowly walk it back. Oh, even throwing away the rifles so they can't pick him up.
Details and details and details. And while Stewie was just thinking, when do I throw this smoke? And he's going to get that smoke down at top banana now with 50 seconds on the clock as the smoke's clear top mid. At Faze Clan, I think the best play for them is to just stick together, create a death ball, all 3 as a unit. Don't put yourselves in a position where you can get traded off by Deegs.
Yeah, and I mean, they have plenty of nades as well, so if they get just a bit of space to throw some of those, that could be quite helpful. Grim has been found a couple of times over there. They're going to try and see if they can throw a flash. Now, he's not in a position to actually be flashed, but he's going to get checked by Cole. So, nice spray there to drop Naf.
I think that's
now,
yeah, go ahead.
Just all of the advantage for, obviously, once they actually get the first kill at Naps, that's it.
It's pretty clear now that Faze are just not going to let their guard down anywhere near balcony. And that's got to be a read on just Grim's playstyle. They're like, wait, we know how to cancel you out. We do not walk around these corners with nades in our hands. We always have our guns, and we always clear everything.
Well, so just on that front, right? On like the level of preparedness for Faze to be playing Inferno, because Liquid picked this map, and we were sort of having a little bit of a debate about that. But
sure,
you know, you're not seeing, there isn't that aha moment thinking like, oh yeah, I kind of understand what was going on here. Like you're just even more confused now that you're seeing it live. You know.
It makes you wonder, did Raiden just have an off? I mean, he did have a slow start yesterday on Inferno against Na'Vi. Like, it was a bit of a struggle bus for him. And that's what I'm wondering. Like, did Liquid think, because they kept hitting B at the beginning of that half, I'm wondering, did Liquid think they could punish that B site the way Na'Vi did yesterday?
I don't think, I can't imagine that they'd pick the map just based on that. I think there must be something else, but then at the same time, like, what is that?
They also played well against MIBR Liquid in their own match on Inferno, right? So they got some confidence. They saw that maybe Faze are a little shaky on it. They get confidence on there, you know? And then they're like, oh, wait, hold on, but we were playing against MIBR.
Yeah, not the same experience necessarily.
Not Rain and Cold and Olaf and Brokey and...
This is...
And Twist.
So outrageous. Faze, it was still in the early days, right? Like, we're not even really building the full story of them, but it is shaping up to be a really impressive one. 15-5. If they get this round well, then you all know what's coming next. Olafmeister, he's going to try and get through. He will be stopped by it. They still trade Grim just fine. And the weaponry on this bomb site, I mean, how does it even hold on? Elige, that's a pretty good shot. If they get more, they actually will find it. I was going to say... They just didn't have the weapons to fight against the AKs down in pit, but turns out I'm wrong. And now Brokey, 1 versus 4.
Elise survived. Nice shot there from Brokey. bringing it back to a 1v3, but now they're going to get the sit on the bomb over there. 50 seconds left on the clock does not give him a whole lot of hope in this situation, and you got to give it to Elige. Sometimes it's just more important to stay alive than anything. You know, going for a repeat and him dying would have just thrown that situation out of whack completely. Instead, he stays alive, and they never make it out of pit. So, good job there from Elige. Top fragging still for Liquid. 14 kills for him. And, well, now, I mean, what do you do? Yeah, you're just going to back off and save the AK, I suppose, for the next round. Why not? You got money for the full set of nades.
Yeah, he can make that work. All right, 15-6.
I mean, this is a game of CS after all, Anders. Let's not forget, it is not done until a team has got 16 rounds on the board. Or, what was it, 22?
Yeah, so just up there anyway, yeah. Oh, I can't believe it. Winner gets to play against Na'Vi.
And the rematch, well, I mean, do we make it through this whole group and I don't get my Liquid Na'Vi that I was talking about for freaking 3 weeks now? I've been talking about that group, looking forward to that match, that rematch.
Yeah, then at the, you know, in the beginning it seemed like that should be the match.
That's what I
happen
call it.
At some point, right?
I can't control this power, Anders. I cursed Liquid so hard for 3 weeks. And the thing is, it's just like a little curse every day, right? It's not a big curse. It's just enough.
Accumulates over time.
Accumulates over time, just went off.
Well,
and the group came, and it was just too much. I'm going to have to call Jason and apologize after this.
You should. Maybe give him like a minute, but yeah. Man, he's trying to take that shot. I appreciate it. He's got the AK. Why not try and go for that clean headshot down the bottom of Banana? Doesn't work out. So now we're in the 22nd round here. And yeah, 9 rounds straight they need here. Just trying to pick that up. Naf and Stewie are working, but Naf is going to be falling back, leaving Stewie on his own, so they can have a 4-man setup A, which is pretty common on Inferno. Cold, trying to get through, maybe. Maybe he saw something. Didn't get a chance to get the shot anyway, and looks like it's going to be 3 people coming out of Scrim. Could he get it done this time? He's been traded almost every single time straight off the bat, but he smokes it off so that they can't catch him with a Molotov, and he still goes down. Naf is there, though, with a nice shot, and suddenly it's a 2-on-3 as Rain will take down the Liege. Coming up from behind, it won't matter. Oh, Stewie gets caught, and it